We've been holding out on you guys. So, darling, what's going to happen here?
I don't know. What do you say? What do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be our dream home. It was 2020, right in the middle of the toughest times of COVID. For years, we'd been looking at different properties, but nothing ever felt quite right. We started playing with a new thought. What if we built something ourselves? During one of those rare breaks in restrictions, we made our way down here and started looking at land instead. That's when we came across this unusual plot. Wild, terraced, and a little bit untamed. Something about it just clicked. By the end of the summer, we placed a bid, and it was accepted. Later in the fall, we came back to sign the final papers. I remember feeling a little nervous at that point. What if the magic was gone? But the moment we stepped onto the land, we knew we'd made the right choice. And so an exciting journey began, turning our dreams into drawings. But little did we know then, it would take us years just to get permission. It has been an emotional roller coaster for years, this plot. We've had to redraw the house numerous times as new information has come about and laws have changed and been adjusted over the years. And finally we got something through which we're very happy about. I have to say that it's probably one of the best solutions in the end. So today was a great day. A big emotional roller coaster came to its end. We picked up the building permit for the villa construction, something that we've been waiting for years. We've been submitting different suggestions of what to do and how to do it, and it was finally passed through. Big celebration tonight. Anyway.
If I take you through it very briefly, we're going to first create an entrance to the plot so that we can get a car in. And then we're going to actually renovate this house that we're sitting on the roof of right now and make it like a garage for tools and stuff like that. And then we're going to add another building to this house, which is going to be the technical room.
And it's a massive plot, isn't it? With a lot of different trees,
Yes.
a little forest even, which is part of the property. So there's a lot of pruning and a lot of landscaping. And there's one of the details that actually made us fall for this very unusual and very terraced kind of, it's a very difficult plot really, but it has so much character. And one of the characteristics, which was a big selling point for us, was the little cave.
There's a small cave.
So honey, what's gonna happen in this cave?
Yeah.
We're gonna motivate our name, aren't we?
Yes. That's where we're gonna store the grapes in wine form.
Yeah, and we're gonna make trails and try to stick with natural growing plants. But we also want to introduce some new ones now, because this region has been ravaged by a very devastating bacteria which has knocked out a lot of the olive trees.
Yes.
Which has made a lot of farmers rethink. Avocado is one thing that we would love to try and see if it could grow here.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of clean water, but if we do that ourselves and filtrate it, that could be interesting. So we're going to try out a lot of fun stuff, and we would love you to join on our journey. We'll be building in a place that's basically a desert in the summer. Scorching heat, almost no water. And since we're just minutes from the sea, the groundwater is almost always salty. Our vision is a mix of old and new, traditional architecture on the outside, but modern, energy efficient, and as self-sufficient as possible on the inside. And beyond the house, there's another dream: to create a thriving garden, one that can flourish despite the harsh climate and struggling olive trees. The existing structure, an old Lamione as it's called, with a beautiful bottle vaulted ceiling, was originally built as a storage space. And as Carl mentioned earlier, we'll be converting it to garage and storage and technical area for things like water filtration. But down the line, we're secretly hoping to convince the local authorities to let us turn it into a guest house. Fingers crossed. The main house will have 3 spacious bedroom suites, all connected by a bright and open kitchen, dining and living area. Every room has been designed with windows and doors that open up to the wild, untamed nature surrounding the property. It's always tempting to go with big windows in a summer house, but too much glass and you end up with a greenhouse effect indoors, and also the rooms will be way too bright in the season when you most want to stay there. The entire house will be built using traditional star or bottle vaulted ceilings and limestone flooring. As hot air rises, which it does because it's lighter than the cool air, it moves along the curved stone walls, cools down, and then recirculates back to the lower parts of the room. The living and dining area looks through big valved windows matching the angles of the ceilings, looking through to the outdoor seating and pool area. And speaking of the pool, it's a big part of the home obviously, because this is a summer holiday home primarily. Our dream is to create a natural pool with an integrated filtration system, and we're excited to see if we can make it happen. So if any of you have experience with natural pools in extreme heat and sun exposure, we'd love to hear from you.